The erectile dysfunction scarlet letter is truly a cruel diagnosis. Western mainstream medicine and the pharmaceutical industry unduly places upon millions of men today. When the pharmaceutical approach of Western mainstream medicine had failed me, I knew that I had come to the end of the road. I was all on my own, or so I thought, with no plan to regain a vibrant, healthy, and natural sexual function ever again. So I prayed with every fiber of my being and every drop of blood in my heart for a miracle healing over and over. I had no choice but to completely let go into the loving, outstretched arms of God. It felt like leaning over the edge of a towering cliff and staring into the deep blue ocean far below. With every ounce of courage and power I could find deep inside of me, I took that absolute leap of faith, dove over the edge of the cliff, and was swept by the most powerful force I had ever experienced in my life, deep into the limitless chambers of God's heart. Like the intoxicating fragrance and gorgeous, vibrant allure of a rose flower, God provided an irrefutable trail of sweet, golden nectar to entice, nourish, heal, and guide me. It was at this time that God decided I was finally ready and led me on the most unexpected, beautiful, and unimaginable journey of growth, learning, and massive transformation. Not only of my sexual health to levels I could have never dreamt of, but also my overall physical, relational, mental, and emotional health. God showed me how all these seemingly separate aspects of our lives are all deeply and beautifully interconnected and intertwined in the most amazing tapestry ever created, a true work of art. God also showed me how these sexual behavioral choices we make in our lives every day harnesses the awesome power to create either massive dysfunction or massive positive transformation in all aspects of our lives. I began to realize that the real miracle God was giving me was discovering these beautiful and amazing teachings which tied my sexual healing to a holistic body, mind, and soul healing. God had set me on a path of limitless discovery, which was transforming me into the very being God wanted me to be. The light of God, which my addiction to pornography, semen release, and perpetual dopamine crashes had blocked for decades, was finally allowed to shine again into my body, mind, heart, and soul. What began as a desperate and limited quest for regaining my sexual health became a metamorphosis and positive transformation of every aspect of my being. What began as a desperate search for a quick sexual fix became a journey on finding my truest, most empowered, confident, gifted, and deeply loved being I am truly meant to be in life. The miracle God led me to was the website Your Brain on Porn by Gary Wilson, which forever changed my life. At first, the concepts in the very informative website Your Brain on Porn did not fully register with me. It took a month for all the concepts to coalesce into the aha moment. I learned how watching pornography over many years overstimulates the brain. The brain's dopamine levels and receptors become depleted to the same levels they do for cocaine and morphine addicts. In fact, the brain does not even differentiate between a physical addiction, such as a drug, and a neurological addiction, such as the potent superstimulus of watching pornography. I could not recognize God's great miracle meant for me when it first appeared, because my limited perspective was blinding me. But when I really let go into God's arms, freed myself from my limited perspective, and remained open to the loving and powerful guidance of God, I began to uncover the most gorgeous diamond I had ever seen. A priceless gift from God, which was meant to fit seamlessly into the very cavity of my heart and every crevice of my soul. This miracle God has bestowed upon me has led me to writing the book, You Are Not Broken, which is available for free on my YouTube channel, by the way, as well as appear on 21 of some of the top holistic health podcasts in the world, and create this beautiful YouTube channel. This is for you, God, just as I promised you. Thank you so much, God, for saving me when I had lost everything. You have given me back my sexual health and my ideal life. You have transformed me into the person you truly want me to be. That is the true miracle. That is the miracle I want all of you to receive also, by giving all of your heart and soul to prayer every night before bed. When you receive your miracle, do not ever stop praying. Continue to pray every night, even when all is well again. Continue to heal and transform into the being God always wanted you to be. This is how you repay God for all the blessings you have received. The following are 4 criteria on how to pray for God's miracle healing, how to look for it and uncover it once you receive it, and how to partner with God in your own massive positive transformation once you do receive your own miracle healing. Number 1, heart and soul. I am asking you to pray with all of your heart and soul to God before starting this healing journey, because you need to first get in touch with the miracle of healing energy, which is God. Open your heart and mind to the creative flow, limitless knowledge and creativity, which is only found through God and is within you. The darkest night holds the potential to shine forth the brightest light. Coming close to God harnesses that potential. You cannot pray for your miracle healing to God half-heartedly and expect that God will hear you. God requires that you pray with every fiber of your being, every drop of blood in your heart, and all the power you can harness in your soul. Only with deep, boundless determination and unbending focus can God hear your cry, your plea, your beckoning call. Number 2, absolute faith. Let go completely into God's arms with absolute faith. We have to let go of our own desire to control the outcome, because God has a much better outcome than we could ever imagine. We need to have absolute faith that God will provide us with the perfect miracle healing meant exactly for us, because we cannot possibly know what God has in store for us. God is the shepherd and we are the sheep. God is our great teacher who leads us and guides us when we are lost and cannot find any answers. In these dire and desperate moments, God is the lighthouse, illuminating the pathway we should take. God lays out guideposts in front of us to lead us out of the dark ocean of despair, suffering, and confusion, and back onto the safe shores of healing, joy, and empowerment. By letting go into God's arms with unbreakable faith, we can remain completely open to these guideposts and beacons of light when they are laid out in front of us. If we remain doubtful, closed off, and limited in our faith, then we will not be able to recognize the priceless gem of our miracle healing, even when it is staring us right in the face. We will simply walk right by and miss the chance of a lifetime for massive positive transformation and true healing. Number 3, sacrifice. You and your prayer must be pure. You must approach the altar of God's gates during prayer with humility, love, and light in your heart and soul. Your prayer must hold great meaning and aspirations which are in alignment with the being God truly meant for you to be in life. God requires that you exact a piece of your flesh and blood in supplication. You cannot experience massive positive transformation and healing if you do not change any of your current unhealthy behaviors. All the best experiences in life, true joy, satisfaction, growth, transformation, and healing can only come through sacrifice. When we are so engorged in self-gratifying consumption, greed, and addiction, we have no room left for the healing light and love of God to enter into our body, mind, heart, and soul. When we sacrifice, let go, and give, we gain everything. When we consume, take, and gain the world, we lose ourselves and God. God provides us with everything we need in life to live healthy, balanced, abundant, and nourishing lives. We are already perfect and whole. Everything has already been provided for us to live meaningful, pure, healthy, and immensely fulfilling lives. God will always show us the way. By sacrificing those unhealthy behaviors and leaving them at the feet of God's almighty altar, we open our body, mind, and soul vessel to receive the healing and loving light of God. Like turning on a water faucet, God's abundant and unlimited power can then pour unobstructed into every dark, dysfunctional crag and crevice to purify, heal, inspire, and transform us. Number 4, the power in you. Once God provides you with your miracle healing, God will not do it all for you while you do not make any effort. You are the miracle healer in partnership with God, encouraged, emboldened, awakened, and guided by God, the ultimate miracle provider. God will provide you with the true miracle, which is the clear and empowered pathway to walk hand in hand with your miracle healing together in an active partnership. This requires your utmost participation, immense effort, boundless courage, unbreakable strength, and absolute empowerment. This is the part of miracles that people greatly misunderstand. The true miracle which God is providing you with is to walk fully empowered on your own 2 feet in partnership with God. The true miracle is your own rebirth, growth, and full fruition into the being God always meant for you to be. The true miracle God is handing over to you is to fully engage with all the gifts you have been given in a partnership with God and on a journey of massive positive transformation which never ends. God cannot miraculously heal stage 4 cancer, type 2 diabetes, and advanced arteriosclerosis as long as you simply stand by and wait for God to make it happen for you. No matter how deeply you pray, no matter how strong your faith and belief that this will miraculously occur. As long as you remain inactive, uninvolved, and disempowered, I am afraid you will likely be waiting in vain for your miracle healing. God cannot go against the very laws and foundations which are immovable in this creation. And God cannot do it for us because we have been given free will to either get into alignment with the laws and foundations of this great universe or go against them. In God's ultimate display of grace, compassion, and patience, God even allows us to choose to accept or reject God. Now that is unconditional love and freedom. God hands us the true and ultimate power to decide our own fate, to embrace or ignore our miracle healing. As long as you fail to massively and positively transform, continuing with the same underlying unhealthy behaviors you have embodied over the past decades, which have led to the immense suffering you are currently experiencing, there is no miracle healing which can save you. We are so afraid and immobilized when it comes to engaging in the necessary effort, doing the real work, and harnessing the willpower, discipline, determination, and empowerment needed to change our unhealthy behaviors and lifestyle. We would rather take a shortcut, the easy path of least resistance, and even embrace the false promise of a pill or a surgical knife to our own peril. We become attached to our dysfunctional ways, negative habits, debilitating addictions, and unhealthy behaviors, grasping for them like straws, even as we fall to our own demise. We are currently experiencing diseases, comorbidities, and death at appalling rates today. The tears, pain, and pleas go unanswered, hour after hour, day after day, falling on deaf ears. We ask, how can God allow this to happen? Why does God ignore the pleas and cries for mercy? The answer is that you are the miracle, and God is your source of power, knowledge, courage, growth, and miracles beyond your wildest dreams. The ultimate blueprint for your highest potential you are meant to realize in this life is predetermined by God, who always has your highest and best expression in mind, always is rooting and cheering for you to embrace the life you are truly meant to live. However, it will never come to fruition and expression without your determination in combination with God's predetermination for you. You and God co-create your miracle in a deeply personal and active partnership. Making little strides and empty promises will not create your miracle. When you let yourself fall completely into the outstretched arms of God, align yourself with the healing light, love, guidance, and sheer awesome power of God, and apply every ounce of your energy to learning, listening, observing, deep active participation, and massive positive transformation, there is no imbalance, no dysfunction, no disease, no pain, and no suffering which God cannot miraculously heal. And your suffering is never too late or too advanced for your miracle healing to go to work with its magic and mystery. God is the ultimate holistic healer, the power behind natural healing, and the creator of this infinite and eternal universe. There is nothing you cannot heal, accomplish, and realize when you are in deep, active participation with the miracle of God and yourself together as one. God demands that you are ready, willing, and able to reach for your fullest potential and become the being God always intended for you to be. God demands that you allow the false self, the shell or the corpse of yourself you are currently embodying, to slough off and die, so that the new you, the true you, can live this life to your fullest potential, optimal expression, and ultimate being. God demands that you sacrifice your false self and lay down the unnecessary and excessive desires, fears, blocks, and burdens at the altar of God. God will exact a portion of your flesh and blood, a measure of your meat and milk, and ointments of oil and myrrh to coat and kiss the feet of God in order to unlock the vault and unleash the awesome power of your great miracle. When you apply every fiber of your being, every ounce of your energy, every drop of blood in your heart, and all the fire and ferocity of your soul with absolute courage, determination, drive, and discipline as an active participant in full alignment with the unlimited and infinite power of God, you absolutely will receive your miracle healing, and God absolutely will rush to the rescue and save you. God will have no choice but to answer your cries and prayers with a miracle healing beyond anything you could have ever expected, imagined, or dreamt possible. Together, hand in hand, you and God make the impossible possible, the unexpected expected, the deepest and highest vision for yourself attainable, and your wildest dreams a reality. May we all find the power in God to free ourselves at last. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to catch the next video.